Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 19 Week 0 BearCave games. We are officially back. A long off season, a whole month. We had a little vacation, our 2 weeks, and then we had preseason festivities. Enough waffling around in the spreadsheets. It is time to put feet on the ground, toes on the turf, and getting some of these matchups going. We've got a insane slate today. 13 games in week 0, 7 top 25 matchups, and for the first time ever, we've got number 1 versus number 2 and number 3 versus number 4. We've got a full extended slate of BearCave games, and then we got game day coming up a little bit later. That one is going to be a doozy. We've got a ton of subs already making it into the chat. Heck yeah, Slimes. Welcome back to the SFA. All of our signage and everything should be updated. The branding is all updated to season 19. There should even be the updated emotes. Oh my god. So let's see what we got here. We've got Cam, Wind, we got Cryo, we got Key, and we got Yui. Thank you guys using those Twitch Prime subs, baby. But as always, if you're new around here, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime. You can claim an open team. You can set your schemes, your playbooks. You can recruit in the Discord, and then you can build your way to a national championship. Coach Damien at Washington just won, so they got the cover athlete. He got his trophy. He got his home field merch, stickers, all of that kind of stuff. So without further ado, though, it is time to get rocking and rolling here in the SFA. And folks, we do have some updated stuff. Obviously, the branding, you got the cover athlete, the bottom right. We got the watermark in the top left. We got a nice little nifty foam finger up there. But also, Stone Age TC, look what I did. Obviously, guys, check out Home Field Apparel. Use code SFA, 15% off. They're dropping a new school tomorrow, SFA, the Lumberjacks down in Texas. The off-brand SFA, of course. But look at this. I added my Cash App, and look at that smooth transition. So if you want to send me something on Cash App, you can, and I'll read your message out loud if you'd like, within reason. But yeah, I have that cool little transition now. We'll do it again. Oh, it looks so good. I know it's basic, but that's what we're vibing with. For people looking for croakers, I'm getting my PS3 fixed next weekend on Saturdays when I'm going to drop it off. So just letting you know, croakers are still delayed, but luckily the SFA is not. So we got a jam-packed slate today. Without further ado, let's stop waffling around. Let's get on into it. If you're new around here, as always, the SFA, the best games of the week, obviously week 0 is the best game of the week. We jump in, sim to the end. If it's close, we'll watch. If it's not, we'll move right along. All the week 0 games are neutral site. We've got BearCave. Make sure you participate in the polls. You can earn some Bobanos, get some raffle reward players. And as always, I haven't streamed in a month, so it's a little bit of a I might mess up some stuff as we go, but no, nobody gets doxxed as long as you only put as long as you tell me your name. It'll probably tell me your real name, but I already know all of your real names. So anyways, let's get on into it. First game, who is kicking us off here this season? It is going to be Central Michigan taking on Tulane. Obviously, people qualify for week 0 based on last year's performance. And but this one has a little bit of a fun underlying vibe to it. Central Michigan used to be coached by McNasty. McNasty now the coach of the Tulane Green Wave. Also brought in Coco as his offensive coordinator. So we'll see how they fare in the first game of the season. They are a 5-point favorite on a neutral field. So guys, make sure on your hold on. I've got to figure out how to do my prediction. Hold your horses. There we go. Who covers? Okay, we got Tulane -5, and then we got CMU at +5. And folks, you got 1 minute. Remember, guys, we have BearCave, we've got game day, and then later on tonight, the most recruits are committing in 1 week in SFA history. We've got 21 people showing their new teams later on tonight. So those will all be updated when the board is released. We also have the debut of the generational duo tonight as well. Cannot wait to see who goes after them. So it should be fun. Let's see. TC only fans win. If you send enough money, who knows? I'm just happy I put the transition. I figured that out on my own. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. Work was, how work goes. We're glad that the SFA is back is all I can say. All right, so I don't see any McNasty in the chat. Heads or tails, kick or receive. So if you're not here, as always, go on board with the away team. And let's get to work, folks. The first official game of the season, 1 of 800 in the regular season. Gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, 4:07 is the cutoff for BC entries. Remember, we are in the Pacific time zone. So here we go. The first game of the season. And oh boy, this one is at Arrowhead. Remember, all neutral sites here in week 0. We've got some rain in Arrowhead, baby. So Tulane with the Baby Blues taking on Central Michigan. Some critical non-conference games today. We do have one conference game. We'll get to that a little bit later. But as always, we'll go heads and kick. So excited to be back. Here we go, folks. We got a full slate of games for you. So first quarter of season 19, we are off, and bang, Tulane scores the first points of the year. Second quarter, can Central Michigan keep pace? Both teams lost in their, or no, Tulane didn't lose, but Central Michigan lost in their CCG last season. 14-7, we're looking good. Central Michigan takes the lead. Okay, so McNasty and Coco choking in their debut here. 21 all, we got 6 minutes left. As always, we'll slow it down a little bit. And then if we get to the 2-minute mark, I will jump in. And so we'll see if Central Michigan can find a way. First game of the season, are we jumping in? They have to punt. They have to get this ball back. Oh, no, they don't. So here we go. Down by 7. Central Michigan desperate for a stop. Can they get it done? Second and 13. They got Moose Carmichael, the transfer from Oklahoma, at right guard. They're going to delay, run it down as much as they can. So the Green Wave has, of course, the rain advantage. They hand it off, and down he goes. They tried to get a running back in the portal. Didn't end up working for him. So now they got 3rd and 1,000,000 to ice the game with a first down. Coach McNasty, the longtime coach, and Coach Coco. They drop back, 4-man rush over the middle. He cuts upfield, breaks a tackle, and he will get the first down. Oh, man. What a fumble there for the Chips. So now the game is practically over. We got to make sure that they run out this clock in time. They might have a chance to get it back with about 10 seconds left. But there you have it, folks. The drag route gets them the first down and might get Tulane to 1-0. So they should get the ball back with about under 10 seconds left here, depending on what they do on 3rd down. Johnson came back. He flirted with going to the draft. So 3rd and 15. Run it down all the way. They do line up to run a real play, so an incompletion would do wonders here for the Chips. Is McNasty going to outthink himself? Here's the snap. 3rd and 15. It's going to be a draw. He doesn't throw it. It's a sack, so that should be good enough. Risky business, flirting with the fumble. But now we should be able to just watch the time tick off. Definitely an anticlimactic start to the season here, unless the Chips can take this one back. We've had one punt return live in SFA history for Iowa State all those years ago. But oh baby, so nice to be back. So here we go. Can the Chips shock the world here at Arrowhead? It's not the best punt, angling towards the sideline. He returns it up the field and down at the 40. Fringe yam range here, folks. 7 seconds and a dream. Can McNasty start his 2-lane tender at 1-0? I believe this is his 5th stop in his coaching career. It is. Drops back, has time, floats it over the middle. It is caught. They've got to hurry it up, though. I don't think they'll get this off. Lack of urgency here for the Chips. Are they going to get this off? There's no way. There's no way they get this off. 1 second, there it is. Tulane gets it, 0-0. They start off the season 1-0. So for those critical non-conference games, Conference USA starts out 1-0. Central Michigan starts out 0-1 for the MAC. Hey, Pizza, don't blame me for any scheduling conflicts. That's all Rick. Even though I did pick the Week 0 matchups. Technically. He placed them in the neutral sites. That was not me. Besides, if you knew anything, the Liberty Bowl is actually in Billings, Montana at Geyser Field. So, you obviously don't know your SFA lore, you big dummy. And that's why the pickle will be down today. But that's just one of a plethora of amazing matchups today. We've got maybe 4 or 5, kind of feel-out games. Bit of appetizers, like real-life Week 0. And then we get into the meat. So it's going to be a fun day, hopefully. Remember, guys, we'll go through scoring summary. We go through all of the stats as well. And then we'll get on into our next game. But that is going to be a 2-lane cover for those of you guys betting early on. 37%, we're rolling with the green wave. At least 37% of the money was. Also, we got a new commentating mic, so if it's better, let me know. Got a 78-yard touchdown. Or if my levels need to change for my voice or anything, let me know. But Keith Jenkins, a redshirt sophomore, 23 of 39, 277. 2 touchdowns. Cryo, do I need to say bingo or welcome to the Mountain West Minute? So 2 TFLs for Estes, 2 sacks. I don't think there's any SFA players on this team anymore. They did get a fumble. E.J. Johnson, 14 of 30, 258, 3 touchdowns here for the Wave. Willie Hayes, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. And the 2 gets from the transfer portal had decent days, 3 and 2. 19 tackles for Chris Wilkerson. He dominated the line of scrimmage. 7 TFLs, 2 sacks. Early leader for Player of the Week here on the defensive side. No forced fumbles. And that will do it for game number 1 here in SFA Season 19. We got 15 viewers. Thank you guys for popping in on a Wednesday afternoon. So that is a 2-lane cover for those of you guys betting at home. And we move on. So next up, we might be going to the generational team of Week 0. It is UTEP taking on Army. Now, I'm not talking about UTEP. I'm talking about Army that took Washington last year to double OT in Week 0. And Washington ended up winning the national championship. So does that mean UTEP is winning the national championship the year after Coach Florida Man leaves? You never know. But this game, folks, it is a -4 favorite for Army. Coach Fire Dogs, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. UTEP still has Champ Bloomers and a plethora of SFA players that did not want to follow Coach Florida Man, rightfully so. So get those Bobanos in. It's your best way to earn raffle tickets, best way to earn rewards. And oh baby, things are heating up. I always go through a bit of a spell at the end of an off season where I'm burnt out, I'm tired of the spreadsheets, but then all of a sudden the stream starts and we are right back in it, folks. Oh baby. So here we go, UTEP and Army. I don't see Fire Dog, so we'll go on board with the UTEP Miners. Now, I believe this is technically a home game for Army because it's the Military Classic. So I think that this year they rotate, so this is technically a home game, I believe. We'll have to see when we load in. But Army in that independent circuit, they had a bit of a down year last season, hoping that they can right this ship. And not the midship. And there he is, Champ Bloomers. How is he still playing? The redshirt senior started his career in Colorado, transferred to LA Tech, and now finds himself at UTEP, his second year as the starter. And this is a home game here for Army. Oh no. We might have a blue square moment already. First game of the season. No, we made it. We made it. We made it. I forgot. Early in the year, I have to skip the intros. So we might not have UI in this game, but we are fine. So I think I have to remember to skip the intros. I forget. I always forget about that. So here we go. 7 minutes on the clock. And Army, they're losing. Come on, Army. The only player that Fire Dogs got in the transfer portal was the kicker from UNLV, Boris Hanshoe. I think he's actually the punter. But 14-7 here. 21-7 for the Army Knights. Great half of football there towards the end. Champ Bloomers trying to come back. 28-14, not looking good. They get back within one. Can Army re-extend the lead? It's a long drive, and they do get it. And a quick touchdown. Here we go. So they have the timeouts, but I don't think that they can get it done. And yeah, I think Army wins it. So it, for whatever reason, skipped the onside kick, but it looks like Army will get this one done. Barring disaster on third down. So Army might just be the week 0 juggernaut. And the Mountain West taking an L, of course, to start the year, like always. So there it is. Should be triple zeros. Army gets it done, and that should be a cover as well. So 2 covers to start the season here. Two 2-0 should be pretty easy. No upsets yet. And there it is. Triple zeros. Army gets it done. 35-28. All right. They didn't want to give us any more than that. That's all right. So the scoring summary, it looks like this. Don't see Anything crazy from SFA players outside of Champ Bloomers? Champ, he goes 13-29, 268, 2 touchdowns. Chris Baker transferred on his own over here. He had 2 touchdowns. I think he transferred from Northwestern. McFarland had touchdown. On defense, couple SFA players out here. No interceptions, no deflections, no fumbles. And then for your Army Knights, Matt Kerr, 21-31 at 264, 1 touchdown. Kevin Richardson, 5 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns. Heck yeah. The old Army way here, baby. Cobblepot, the freshman with 11 pancakes. That's a way to start the team of the year. Watch out for Goose Cobblepot, folks. Generational guard coming in. Walker Trapp, the SFA player freshman. He gets 6 tackles. A couple of TFLs here. No sacks, no interceptions. Just nice, good football. And there it is. So, folks, watch out for Goose Cobblepot. You'll see some freshmen make an impact. You might see some redshirt freshmen get their chance for the first time. What's the Kirk Cousins saying? When I walk into your trap? Well, there you go. Walker Trap. So this is an Army cover. And let's pay out the fine folks in the chat. 48% of you. So people have not been trusting the formula here. You guys have not been trusting the upsets. And it's costing you early. All right, here we go. Now we've got another one. Weird situation here. 2 great teams, 2 great historical programs, but no more user coaches. Ron has been kicked for inactivity, and then Coco, of course, got scared, and even though this is prime for the taking, Georgia Southern should win the conference this year, potentially, and he's nowhere to be found. He's down there in Tulane or whatever. So Cal on the road, of course, a 4-point favorite. Not on the road technically, but is the stated road team here. So Cal is the favorite. But JSOW was 1 win away from the playoff last season. They have everybody returning in terms of SFA players. So get those Bobanos in. Cole Castles still at the helm. Both make-up teams. Cal is a top 5 historical program in terms of wins. Coach KJ, you going to use that Twitch Prime sub? Remember, guys, it's free. Remember, all VODs and highlights will be available on the YouTube channel. If you are looking for croakers, my PS5 is going to be in the shop this weekend, so should get it fixed. But let's go aboard the California train. In real life, they're having a great start to the season. In the SFA, hoping for a little bit better. And bang, Cryo gifts to pizza. Thank you, Coach Cryo, the original OG daddy. 60th subbed to the channel. Give Cryo his flowers, folks. We'll listen to the Cryo's Crimson podcast about everything SEC Dick Rider. The Crimson Cryo podcast. I almost got it right. So here we go. Neutral site field. This one, I believe, at the Latina Juice Gator Bowl. And it is. So Latina Juice for everybody on both sides. Here comes California. California dominating here early. 13-0 right to the dome. Can Georgia Southern recover here? We jumped into every game so far. JSOW finally waking up. New coach, of course. They're trying to break them in. Cal, remember, guys, made the Pac-12 championship last year there. No slouch here. 30-9 right to the face. JSOW trying to make a comeback. We'll see if they can. Down 2 scores, and they needed to have it right there. And that may just do it. 33-16, multiple score game, unlikely to come back. In California, a big-time victory, riding the high of doming Coach Pizza in the bowl game with the last-second touchdown. Don't think I forgot it. And Zach Thrasher, the former Alabama quarterback, the IGR, finally getting his chance as the starter here. Zach Thrasher, 26 of 48, 419, 2 touchdowns. It might just be his first start of all time. From Chattanooga, Tennessee, Nick. How did you not keep him home? And to be fair, Nick, I don't think I have ever slandered the Tennessee Volunteers. Never once. In all my days, I don't think I have ever slandered you or your program one time. So 2 sacks, no interceptions. I can't even keep a straight face. Yeah, maybe the biggest lie ever. So Tribe, we'll see if you're a big dummy or not. Cole Castles, 14 of 29, 184, 1 touchdown, a prime transfer portal watch here as his coach left. If he doesn't perform well, who knows where he'll wind up. Not the best start. But the SFA player, the new one, Jethro Stonebreaker, 5 pancakes, gave up a sack. Not the best debut. Couple of TFLs. The 1 sack for Jimmy Johnson, not the coach. And the fumble for John Rucker. So 33-16 is your final. We are moving right along here, folks. We start with the tiny games. We get to the gargantuan ones. We have 7 matchups today of top 25 teams. Everybody in the top 10 is in action. And we have 1 versus 2, 3 versus 4. And this is a Cal cover. So we'll pay out you folks. Finally, the favorite wins. 78% in the Twitch chat. Make sure you participate in those. Best way to improve your Bobanos. So we kind of knew how those first 3 matchups should swing. Now this is where things get hairy. Buffalo and Notre Dame. Coach Huey, new quarterback, true freshman Rico Giraldo. As Enzo McKay had some regression, Buffalo Bulls won the MAC this season. Or no, sorry, won the American. Or did they? No, they lost the American to Cincinnati. But they're still one heck of a ball club. You got to watch out for them. Yui, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is the first scary matchup here. And once again, Notre Dame should be the favorite in the independent circuit. Remember, the independents do have an auto bid. So -5 for Notre Dame, or you going +5 for the Buffalo Bulls. Some might even say Buffalo is going to hit them in the throat outright. Remember, everything is neutral site today. And Coach Yui, we'll see our first uniform request. Remember, folks, if you are in Patreon, you can request jerseys. So we got your traditional navy and gold today, so nothing I have to do. And the key word is always, if I remember. And I don't see Coach Huey in the chat, so we'll go aboard the away team with Buffalo. Yeah, folks, the SEC love you guys have a few years. That conference has dipped a little bit outside the big 3, the Auburn, Tennessee, Florida. You guys got to catch up to the Big Ten. We are deep and we are ready. So it's honestly kind of the flip of real life. The Big Ten in the SFA is like the real life SEC, and then the SEC in the SFA is like the real life Big Ten. Super top heavy, the bottom's super trash. So very interesting dynamics going on as Bob Walker gets the spotlight here. Remember, neutral site, folks. Here we go. Yeah, the Big 12 is actually better than both. We all know it. All right, heads and kick. Now, historically, the Pac-12 was always the best conference in the SFA. till we move to the NCAA 14 game, of course. So here we go. We've got the Hogs Mayo Classic here. Or the Hog Honey Mayo Classic. Notre Dame strikes first, and they strike in a hurry. 14-0 in the blink of an eye. Rico Giraldo fitting right in, the true freshman. I think he was the #1 SFA prospect last season. 28-0 right to the dome. This is why you guys should follow the IGRs. I thought this might be a letdown spot. 28-3 here in the third quarter, but here comes Buffalo. Don't let the Bulls get hot. Do not let the Bulls get hot here. So 28-10, very slow, nothing going on. We're just going to go one play at a time here. Buffalo moving the ball pretty well. Can they score? They're down a couple scores here. They got to put together something. They get one back. Yeah, sure, point is good. So down 11, I still cannot jump in. And Notre Dame looks like they are going to take this one easily. So a big time showing for Coach Huey. Domination here for the Irish on the neutral field. 37 right to the dome. So we have now had all covers to start today. No craziness quite yet. So Notre Dame, the -5 hits. Congratulations. But the craziness will hit, folks. We know it will. Thank you, Jarkus. We got a Twitch Prime, I believe, for 6 months. Whether or not it's Prime, thank you, thank you. Nick Simpson, 15-35, 207, 1 touchdown. Pat Riley, so maybe Bob Walker. He only had 4 carries. Why are they highlighting this bum? What the heck? 4 carries, you're highlighting him? I will always have disdain for this program, of course. The greatest rivalry in SFA history. ECU versus Buffalo. And Notre Dame. Rico Giraldo. Oh, dear. How do they win 35-17? 9 of 20, 165. Not even above the Concepcion line. Oh, no. Pizza might have to bring back the podcast. 37 carries for Pat Green, the true freshman. Welcome to the SFA. Pat Green. So it looks like Micah Manners took 1 carry, and he killed it. Nicely done. Pat Green cooking. So the SFA player, Micah Manners, I believe got the start. He either got injured or something, but Pat Green was cooking. 5 TFLs here for Rambo Edges. 1 sack here for Rucker. Man, what a start for Notre Dame. So 35-17 is your final. A cover with ease. So remember, folks, got to get my players of the game always. Nick Simpson. We got Pat Green, Jermaine Rooker, and Ron Keys. No SFA players. That's all right. All right, folks. Next up, we are headed... Well, I don't know where we're headed yet because I didn't write down the neutral sites. But we got the American champion versus Southern Miss, our first ranked team in action. Now, I don't think this is going to be your grandpa's Southern Miss, folks. No more Johnny Ward, the SFA player. So they have a new quarterback. We'll see who that is. For Cincinnati, they lost all their SFA players, but Dirk Doink returned to the team. So we'll see what happens there. We're going to go aboard with the away team. This is our first true pick'em of the season. 2 G5 Giants. But they are definitely new look situations. So let's see what you guys are thinking here. You got 1 minute on the clock. Coach Mike Gronstall, is it finally time? Is it finally time for Eastern Michigan? Some are saying yes, some are saying no. We will see when you face Wisconsin. We'll see how good you are here in a few weeks. But thank you for the sub. Yep, subscribed with Prime. Thank you, thank you. So let's get on into it, folks. Cincinnati Southern Miss live and in color. Here we go. Oh, this is an ongoing problem, Nick. I don't know how to turn down that volume. I'm not even joking. I don't know how to turn because there's no volume for the browser. It's probably somewhere in Streamlabs, but I can't. Cryo, we have been over this. Okay, I'm looking. Its sound percent is at 0. Subscriptions, sound is at 0%. I'm literally looking at it in Streamlabs. Oh no, my game. Okay. Anyways, I'll look at it more later. But yeah, that's something I can try and work on. I might have to have Cryo help me. I'm literally looking at the Streamlabs website. Stop yelling at me, Cryo. I'm trying. Oh my god, watch your ears. We got 5 gifted from Keith. Thank you, Coach Keith. He waited to blow off Nick's ears. And man, we got some bombs in there. We got Nick getting a sub, Jackie Moon, Nathan, Cabbage, Mush. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, Keith. All right, without further ado, let's see what happens here. Is this the year of the Omahogs? This is the Fiesta Bowl Classic, folks. 2 playoff teams from last season. Can Dirk Doink lead them to the promised land? Remember, he was a bust player, and he's now led a playoff team to the playoff. So, 10-9, we've got a barn burner here. Thank you, Nick, for getting the gifted. 17, 24-9. Oh, no, Andy Weber. The bomb of a run, a 74-yarder. Can Cincinnati get it back? It doesn't look like it. So maybe death taxes and Southern Miss? It doesn't matter who's at quarterback, I guess. We'll go one at a time here, and it looks like they're going to score again, and they do. By golly, watch out, Sunbelt. A splattering down here in Phoenix. Oh, baby. $31-9. Jarkus, you subscribed with yourself, I believe. Domination here for Southern Miss. Dirk Doink. He tested the transfer portal. Nobody wanted him. And then he comes back and puts up this stat line. 20-38, 223, no touchdowns. Jefferson running the ball, 40 yards for Dirk Doink. Poor Dirk. Nobody wanted him. 5 TFLs, no sacks. Of course, they don't really throw the ball. Matthew Whitlock. And for Southern Miss, new quarterback Mike Smith, the sophomore scrambler. 14-23, he threw for 2 touchdowns. Weber runs for 127. Let him cook, Scott Macklin. All right, this team might have some aura, folks. 4 TFLs for Chris McRae. Couple sacks. Take Doink scholarship, yeah. So that will do it. Another dominant performance here. So Southern Miss with the outright victory. Technically our first outright of the season. 73% of you guys blindly followed the preseason ranking. Worked out for you. I may be dumb, but my preseason rankings formula has been pretty good. Not going to toot my own horn or anything. Toot, toot. All right. Enough waffling around. I think this is where we start getting to the big boys. We've dipped our toe into Season 19. Now we're about ready to dive in head first. And man, this game, I have no idea which way it's going. We got Coach Blazin having a legendary transfer portal. He just dome shots other coaches. He gets the highest progression for an SFA player in Tredarian Lyons. He brings in Levi Cherry. He brings in a wide receiver from Michigan. And then on the other side, the Max Exodus from LSU for Mushbrain to come on in. The big bum, Mr. Mushbrain. So heads or tails, kick or receive if you're here, Blazing. Mush, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Evenly matched in the overall. That's what I'm saying. I don't know which way this is going to go. One of the top teams in the MAC versus one of the middle of the road, maybe lower teams in the SEC. Let me know which way you think this one's going. We have LSU as a 2-point favorite. We'll see what happens. So are you rocking with Blazing or are you rocking with Coach Mushbrain? Remember, guys, his name is Mushbrain. You can hear him on the Crimson Cryo podcast every week. Glazing Texas Tech. Oh no, he's here. He's here. All right, we'll go aboard the LSU Tigers. No SFA players on here except the ones that he's bringing over. But then he redshirted half of them. The reward player for BearCave, Sterling Hare, will not play. Terrible. I hope he transfers to Wisconsin. All right, here we go, folks. Let's jump on in. Enough messing about. Do we got LSU or Kent State? What a game. Had this one circled for a while. I believe this one's in Jacksonville. All right. Here we go. First quarter, no, this is the Sugar Bowl Classic. We're down in New Orleans. 7-7 to start us, 10-7 here. So here comes LSU, both playoff teams, 17-7. Kent State comes on back, 17-16. Here we go. We got a nice one brewing. Some would say it a bit disrespectful to only be a 2-point favorite for LSU, but when you lose Lavello Blackley and company, Max Exodus, so to speak. Lions is kind of cooking, though. Here he comes. They take the lead. Oh, baby, this might be the first upset of the season, and they get a field goal. So we're going to go one play at a time. Kent State down by a point and a big bomb. 64 for Levi Cherry, the Clemson transfer. Just dome-shotted the Tigers. Oh no, a 7-point lead here. LSU on the ropes. Here we go. Can they find a way? 30-23. Oh no, what is this jersey matchup? I can't see a thing. Stanford, their new quarterback, over the middle, the one-handed grab. And that is Marcus Glover. The one-handed grab over the middle. Scott Stanford, the quarterback. First and 10. Stanford drops back. He has time, and he just dumps it off to Jason Horton. Nice pocket there for Stanford. Plenty of time. You love to see that. Kent State doesn't have the elite dual corners anymore, but they still do have Joe Jam Jr., They dump that one off, and he runs through multiple guys. That's Thomas Hunter, number 83. And they're across midfield. Here come the Tigers. First and 10. Corner blitz. Oh, they pick him up. What a blocking concept there. And he goes out of bounds. Thomas Hunter again. LSU is cooking. I watch the offensive line. The way that they are picking up these blitzes. Holy Toledo. That was impressive. So 2nd and 5. They drop back. Over the middle. Wide open man. It's Glover again. Inside the red zone. Here comes LSU. Everybody's saying they're going to steeply drop off as they won the SEC last season. Under center now. They'll still throw it. He has plenty of time. Dumps it off to the running back. Jason Horton yet again. So minute left, 2 timeouts, plenty of time, hovering right at the Concepcion line. 3 wide. Hand off to the outside, and down he goes. He doesn't get the first down. Kent State trying to hang on. Joe Jam Jr. there. 3rd and inches in the shotgun. They'll throw it. Over the middle, it is caught, and down he goes. That's the SFA freshman, Chandre Siggs. 282 touchdowns. Can they punch it in? 58 seconds in a dream I formation. Motion man from the 3rd tight end. Play action. They try to break through. He dumps it short and tipped away. What a play! Or they're calling it a catch, and he was down. Irregardless, what a play from the corner. Second and goal. Deep drop. To the right, to the left, open, but out of bounds. Jason Briggs had a walk-in touchdown. Just couldn't stay in. It's 3rd and goal. Is Kent State gonna hold? Is Kent State gonna hold? I form the handoff. Horton to the outside. Horton, down he goes. Fourth and goal, game on the line. The big nasties on both sides. What is the call? They'll throw it. Stanford throws, caught, touchdown, Horton. Horton heard a who. We got a tie game. Bang, bang is right. And they will kick it to tie the game. $30 all here in the Sugar. Down in the Superdome. What a start to the season, folks. Now we get to see the debut of Tredarian Lyons, the Ole Miss quarterback transfer. He automatically left when with the firing of Coach Bodie. Comes up to Kent State, takes over for McKenna Hawk, who's still on the roster. He's now the backup. We got Rufus Cunningham from Michigan. Levi Cherry in the backfield. Lyons jams it deep. First play, left-hand side, one-on-one. Tipped away. Lions going for broke here early. So it doesn't look like they're just going to kneel it and play for free football. They want the dome. Where's Damon McCreamy? Dumps that off to Levi Cherry, and he goes down. What a hit. No timeouts on either side, by the way. 3rd and 13. LSU might get a chance if this hits the turf. Split backs. What is the call for Kent State? They drop back. They will try to throw it over the middle. It's caught. Down he goes, Gary Hayden. So it looks like we're going to let the clock run out, folks. 30 all. We are going to OT here on BearCave. An instant classic brewing. LSU and Kent State, baby. Blazing versus Mushbrain. Who do you got? 2-point favorite for LSU. The cover's still alive, of course. But we've got free football here, baby. What a way to start season 19. So, Mushbrain, let me know if you win the toss. Let's see. Offense or defense? Let me know, Mushbrain. If he's even still alive. I'd be tearing my hair out. This also outs you guys for who has a big delay or not. Looks like he has a pretty substantial one. All right, so I'm gonna pick defense. It's the better one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mushbrain. We'll go defense. All right, he came in late. He picked defense anyways. So here we go. Kent State will start. Quick throw with a bubble. Breaks the tackle. That's what you want. It's Rufus Cunningham, the transfer from Michigan. So it looks like they are scared of the pass rush. See some Levi Cherry action, why don't we? Bit of an audible. Lions has the time, dumps that to the boundary, and that's Damon McCreamy, 5 yards. Transferred from Texas a couple years ago. Was on this team last season. So 3rd and 5. Lions. Dumps it off. Levi Cherry had the big touchdown in the 4th quarter. He gets the first down here. Not the fastest there, Levi Cherry. Was hoping he'd be a little bit quicker there. But got the job done. 11 yards from pay dirt. Trips to the left-hand side. Remember, this is not a very deep team for LSU. They lost a ton of starters. Over the middle, wide open, man. It's Rufus Cunningham. The transfer portal get him in the end zone there. So what a start here for Kent State. This is not a real result. We'll see that game here in a little bit. So now LSU has to respond. Touchdown will send us to double OT. Anything else, and Kent State shocks the world. Coach Mush in his debut. We got Stanford. He goes down. It's a sack-a-doodle-doo. Jason Penn off the edge. Now back to the 34. Trips to the right-hand side. Stanford over the middle. It's caught. Breaks a tackle. He's all the way back up. It's Chandre Siggs. Third and 2. Can LSU recover from the sack? Option. He gets it out wide down. He breaks 3 tackles. They give him the first. Horan heard another who. What in the world? What a run from Jason Horton. The end around fake. What are these play calls? Unbelievable stuff here from the LSU offensive coordinator. Hopefully it's not Mushbrain calling plays. We got 20 viewers. Thank you guys for joining in. 2nd and 11. Scott Stanford. Corner blitz over the middle. It's caught and down he goes. Jason Bridges. 3rd and 5. In their home of New Orleans. This is literally a home game for LSU. Can Kent State shock the world? Scott Stanford. And down he goes. That sack out of nowhere. Aaron Ostrander. It is 4th and a million. Game officially on the line. 4th and 13. Trips to the left-hand side. Coach Mush's debut. Stanford, he has the time. Dumps it short. Down he goes. Kent State has done it in OT. And exactly as you would expect, Mushbrain starts his tenure in LSU with a horrific loss. That is a Kent State outright, folks. $37-30 in overtime. 72% of folks were trusting Kent State. That is absurd. $37-30. That is the final. What a start to season 19, folks. The first official upset. In their home in New Orleans. You can take Mush out of SMU, but you can't take SMU out of Mush. So Levi Cherry, what a start to his career here as the lead back. 3 touchdowns for him. LSU put up a big performance here, but just couldn't get it done. Scott Stanford, 29 of 50, 302, 3 touchdowns. Jason Horton, the true freshman, 59 yards. Shondae Siggs, 5 for 72. Daniels and Hall, 6 TFLs for Daniels, 2 sacks, no interceptions. Fumble for Tim Hall. Tredarian Lyons, 20 of 39, 243, 3 touchdowns. Levi Cherry, 122, 2 touchdowns. Cunningham, 45 yards in his debut. McCreamy had 36, both had touchdowns. Oakley Stumps, 1 catch. Four total sacks, no interceptions, a couple deflections. And that will do it, folks. So I think we're officially halfway through the slate. That was a long game, of course. We're already pushing close to an hour. We still have game day coming up. As always, got to get my players of the game. The full game will be posted in the server following the streams tonight. This is a Kent State outright. We'll get a BearCave update tonight as well. And we move on. Oh, baby, we got a big one. Texas Tech at Tennessee. 2 brand new quarterbacks. Coach Nick, let me know if you want special jerseys. I don't think I saw you post in Patreon earlier. But who do you guys got? New look Texas Tech or Tennessee? Tennessee is a 7-point favorite here. I believe this is the biggest line of the day. So the algorithm, of course, loves Tennessee. So Nick wants all orange, and then what did, Pizza, you didn't post. Pizza, what do you want? All black, okay. So all orange versus, so orange, what's that show? Orange is the new black or whatever? Question is, do we have an orange helmet? No, we don't. Do we have orange shoes, though? They have purple shoes down at Tennessee. I don't think that's me being colorblind. Where's 20? Come on, black. Thank you. All right, so we got 2 new quarterbacks. We got John Wobbles transferring from Oklahoma. And then we've got Ed Pickleman, the red shirt. So we'll go on board, of course, with the away team. So, Pizza, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. But here we go, folks. A big-time user versus user matchup. Non-conference games. These are huge for the at-large race. Texas Tech is in probably the hardest division to predict this year, I believe. Of course, Tennessee is in the division of the three-headed monster of Florida, Tennessee, and Auburn. Jaleel Clark, SFA player. And here we go. The Geyser Field Liberty Classic, home of the Yellowstone Yams. Who is going to take it? We're up in Billings, Montana. Not Memphis, like some might have said. This is Geyser Field. So here we go. First quarter, touchdown, Texas Tech. See, what were you worried about? It's Ed Pickleman! And they give up a 66-yarder to Sims. They're right back in it. Never mind. Yes, the Yams and the Croakers are in our universe, just kind of separately. It's adjacent. And they take the lead here in the second quarter. Ay, ay, ay. Next quarter here. Texas Tech, what are you doing, Slimes? They do have Roro Bierman back. Remember that. 24-17 here in the third quarter. 31-20. Oh, no, they might be running away with it here. No, Texas Tech, they're coming back. (31-27) and nothing. The field goal is no good. The field goal is no good. Tennessee has the rock. It's 4th down. And they punt it. All right, here we go. Ed Pickleman, can he do the job? Here we go. 31-27. Ed Pickleman taking over for Garrett Gamara. 31-27. They need a touchdown. The lefty, Ed Pickleman. I didn't know he was a lefty. Oh, no. All of his aura just went away. He tried to hit Drayton Bolt, who's had a big-time day, the true freshman, the only 99 speed player in the class. Yeah, but I let the game decide the lefties, Cryo. I don't purposely make the lefties. So there's Roro Bierman. So every now and again we get a lefty. 2B Sloot's a lefty. One of the best quarterbacks in the league this year. It's its own problem. How is 2B Sloot the best quarterback in the country? 1st and 10. Ed Pickleman, the lefty. Dumps it off out wide. It's caught and goes out of bounds. That's John McLeod, the tight end. That makes it 2nd and 6. 31-27. 4 wide. Can they take down Tennessee? Handoff Roro Bierman. Roro, your ball right up the gut. Inside the 5. 1st and goal. They spread them out. The handoff, Roro Bierman. Down he goes. Jaleel Clark with the hit. They're not going to let you in that easy. One of the best defenses in the country year after year. 4 wide. Handoff again to Roro. Down he goes again. It's Scooby Lynch. The SFA player, the transfer from Oklahoma. 3rd and goal now. The lefty, the corner blitz, picked up over the middle, tipped away! Frank Black in Rocky Top rains down here from Geyser Field. 4th down. Game officially on the line. Can the Picklemen pick it up? Yams it deep to the end zone, over their head, on your dome! Touchdown, Drayton Bolt! The Pickle gets it done! Welcome to the SFA, Drayton Bolt! Supposed to be a deep threat, Slime just smoked him. "51 seconds now for John Wobbles, the transfer from Oklahoma. Down by 3. The handoff, or not the handoff, the return to the outside. Kirk Gold, what a weird name. Coach Nick, coaching his first game, some might be saying. You're going to see that a lot through week 0. That's not true, of course. So here we go. New quarterback and new running back. Same old Tennessee with a question mark. We'll see. John Wobbles. He has time, throws it away. Yep. He's having a good day, though. Not the worst, you know. Just over 50%. I'll give him a chance here. If you're a longtime SFA viewer, though, you know the lineage of the Tennessee quarterback position. But he yams this one deep and caught! What a floaty! Beautiful ball from Wobble. It was a bit of a wobbler, and there is Juan Pablo Antonello, the SFA player. He'll also do some kicking, I believe. So 1st and 10. 37 seconds left in a dream. They need a field goal. Yams it deep and oh, incomplete. He was hit as he threw. He still did get it off. John Wobbles. All right, you've got my attention. He almost completed that. 33 seconds in a dream. 5 wide. Wobbles has some time. Yams it deep. Caught! It's caught down the right sideline. Not again for Texas Tech. Brian Pennington hits him right in the throat. What a yam from Wobbles. They lost their bowl game on a similar sequence. Texas Tech thought they fixed their corner problem. John Wobbles here over the middle. Caught! Touchdown, Tennessee! Touchdown, Tennessee! They have taken the Red Raiders to the slaughterhouse. Back and forth we go. Now it is the Pickles' turn. Down by 4, 20 seconds left. They do have 3 timeouts. And Dogwater, you can even add the CPU guy from last year, the super low overall, ruining the 2 best running backs in the country. So here we go, 21 seconds in a dream. Over the middle, caught, timeout. Evan Felker, former Auburn Tiger. 38-34. Can Tennessee hang on? It's not a cover right now. Safety comes on down. Pickleman dumps it off. You can't be doing this stuff. He's doing Gamara-ness. This is a Gamara-ism. Or that's very Gamara-y. Mahomes-y. Gamari. Split backs. Ed Pickleman. Yams it deep, left-hand side towards the boundary. It's tipped away. At this point, you got to toss it to Drayton Bolt and hope the 99 speed dome shots him. It's now or never for Texas Tech here at Geyser Field. Split backs. He yams it to the corner and double coverage. 1 second on the clock. Pickleman gets one heave to the end zone. To stun Tennessee, we had the Hail Cardale. Do we have the Hail Pickle? How far can the Pickle throw it? He yams it deep, left-hand side, intercepted! It's Frank Black, and Tennessee wins the game! What a game here in week 0! And that is our first no cover of the season. John Wobbles, your player of the game. Not only 3% of you guys wanted Texas Tech +7, and you got it, baby. Congratulations. What a call. But what a throw from Pickleman to Drayton Bolt there. That was beautiful. Cannot believe he brought that down. What a game. What a moment. 38-34. Do we have a pizza crash out? We're not even to week 1? You just got domed by a kicker. Juan Pablo Antonello. Oh, no. Juan Pablo catches a touchdown. Roro Bierman, Bolt wobbles. Ed Pickleman, 25 of 44, 357, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Roro Bierman gets 97. Jetster, 120, 1 touchdown. Bolt, 114, 1 touchdown. Delmar Wyckoff had the most tackles. 2 TFLs, no sacks, no interceptions. 2 deflections. No fumbles. And for Tennessee, are they officially back, folks? 27 for 46, 419, 4 touchdowns for John Wobbles. Brett Sims, 124 and a tutty. Slaughter had the touchdown. Juan Pablo Antonello, welcome to the SFA, my 5'7" king. A lot of TFLs, no sacks. The interception for Frank Black at the end. 4 deflections. And that is it, folks. 38 to 34. That is a no cover for those of you guys at home. We've gotten some freshmen making impacts, some redshirt freshmen making impacts. This is awesome to watch. Ed Pickleman, baby. The future is bright in Lubbock. But not today. So Tennessee with the no cover. Haters will say they should have covered, but a win is a win. All right, folks, so I think we are now officially in top 25 territory. Every game remaining is a top 25 game. We got Ohio State taking on Eastern Michigan next. You got to think Ohio State might be a national championship favorite. They lost in the semifinals this year. Some people thought they should have won that game. They are a 2.5-point favorite here against East Carolina, of course. So who you got? OSU minus 2.5? Or are you rocking with East Carolina? Yep, the signings will be on the board when I post the board. So whenever I post, so basically what's going to happen is I'm going to post info about what the generational duo is, and then I'll post the board, and then I'll post the link, the form for week 1. So you'll look at the board, you'll see who signed where and for how much, and those can't be changed. So it's an interesting strategy. So there's going to be 79 prospects the rest of the way here. So maybe a little urgency if I think there's a couple positions hit hard, so we'll have to see. Signings will be later on tonight. All right, so how is Ohio State this year? Is this quarterback Isaac Osborne? Is he still a beast this year? Is East Carolina still going to be good? Who knows? Robert Rich returns. They've put together some impressive classes recently. Got to watch out for the Buckeyes. They may just be back. They got Chip Smith. They did lose their top receiver, Thomas Ward, to North Carolina, so we'll have to see. But this is the Orange Bowl kickoff game. East Carolina strikes first here. Oh, baby. East Carolina in the orange. 14-0 right to the dome. What a start. What a start for East Carolina. But here comes Ohio State. 21-7, though. 21-14. 21-17. This game not going anywhere. Oh, man, what a start. 28-17. East Carolina. Come on, baby. Keep hitting them in the throat. No, not like this. Come on, ECU. I'll always have a little bit of ECU fandom in me. Come on, boys. Here comes Osborne. They're going to score, aren't they? Not like this. Oh, 4th and 2. Are they going to have to go for it? And they lose yardage. East Carolina takes over. Can East Carolina finish it? There was a fumble. You can't fumble, you idiots. No, Ohio State takes over. Not like this. Oh, my Lanta. All right, let's jump on in here. Can East Carolina get it done? A fumble, man. Hey, Moon, you should raise your volume a little bit. Handoff here. Moon's cooking in the chat tonight. All right, here we go. East Carolina has a new quarterback as well. No SFA players anymore on ECU, unless they got an IGR. They might have. I think he's on defense, but nice stop. Eric Johnson, a Sandy Springs, Georgia guy, freshman. 4th and 3. They've got to go for it. So game on the line here. Oh, baby. 4th and 3. Over the middle and dropped. Oh, Benjamin Hawley put it on him. The safety made the play. Now, they do still have timeouts. It's possible to get the ball back, but a massive drop there for East Carolina. So, for the Big Ten, nice start to the season. But here in the Big Ten, we are not tribalists, so we're hoping ECU wins this game. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. He had a bacon smash burger, curly flies, and a big, tall, cold Dr. Pepper. They don't call it Big Booty Bloomington for nothing. As here goes Isaac Osborne. He stiffies a man! The first stiffy of season 19 goes to Isaac Osborne. Yeah, so all these coaches in the SFA, I did a face scan of Moon. It got him perfectly. Yui, so we had Tulane cover, Army cover, Cal cover, Notre Dame cover, Southern Miss outright, Kent State outright, and then we just had a classic Tennessee no covered. Texas Tech took the lead, and then Tennessee drove down, took it back, and now we're in this game. And so it looks like ECU might be cooked here. And they are. So Ohio State will get it done. It's not going to be, or it is going to be a cover here for Ohio State. Just barely. What a perfect line set by yours truly. Thank you, thank you. So what a start to the year for Ohio State. The Ohio State, as some might say. Not me, but some. So there it is. 31-28 is your final. As we got 4 more games on the BearCave slate, then we'll be back for the New Heights Classic. We got number 1 versus number 2. Washington, Iowa State in their grudge match. We got an SFA IGR as your player of the game, DeAndre Goins, the true freshman IGR. So 31-28 is your final. So number 5 gets it done to start. So ECU will probably drop a little bit. Let's go. All right. Some big games. So next up, folks, we're going to go to Texas and Iowa. So D-Sleep and Jarkus, start waking up, boys. It is time. Once the game stops glazing Ohio State here with that outro. So it was a great start for ECU. They just couldn't hang on. Isaac Osborne, of course, he is the truth. Isaac Osborne, 14-29, 211, 2 touchdowns. The favorite in the Big Ten, of course. 3 TFLs here for Fernando. They had the sack, the interception to DeAndre Goins, like I said, the SFA IGR. They also had a forced fumble. They had 3 recoveries, so 4 total turnovers, almost impossible to overcome. Benjamin Hall, 27-44, 375, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Stephen Jenkins, the senior, 100 yards. Couple touchdowns here. Now, they do have a new SFA player. I believe it's Shackelford down there. Before TFLs for Cody Williams. No sacks on the day, no picks. Couple deflections and no fumbles. At some point, somebody's going to need to clue us in on this Miguel Eller lore. To us, it's just a new name SFA player. Are you a man or are you a mouse? That is very intriguing. Is this a Mickey Mouse guy? Who knows? All right, so Ohio State cover for those of you guys who care. And we move on. Did I pay it out? I did. All right, so next up here, let's keep it going. Texas and Iowa. Oh, baby, what a game. The 8 versus 16 matchup. Texas has our reigning Heisman winners at Quavius Bunkersfield, even though a lot of people said it was a fake news Heisman. Iowa is a 2-point favorite. No more Jamarcus McNutt. So we got Miguel Eller. This, of course, is a long lineage of SFA players at quarterback for Iowa. Is he going to be more like McNutt, or will he be more like Gloop or Cody? So who knows what's going to happen here for Iowa, but one of my favorite programs of all time. Remember, guys, you can vote in the Hall of Fame. I just messed up my aspect ratio. Let me fix that. There we go. All right, so Texas, D-Sleep, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. He wants his Burt Orange. He is Patreon, so he gets what he wants. So we'll go with the traditionals for Iowa. All right, so let's have ourselves a ball game here, baby. I do not see any D-sleep, so Jarkus, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. And yes, get your Hall of Fame ballots in. They are eligible. You're eligible to vote till week 6. We have 2, like, clear-cut winners, at least so far. We'll see if anybody adds people in or not. Tails and kick. All right. So here we go. Iowa and Texas. This is a massive Big 12, Big 10 action. We'll see. We just saw Texas Tech lose. Remember, Texas, part of that division that's like everybody but TCU can win it. So there he is. Aquavius Bunkersfield, your reigning Heisman Trophy winner. They got bounced in the first round of the playoff to Texas State at home. So here we go. The Rose Bowl kickoff game here in Pasadena. Iowa starts with a touchdown. Miguel Eller. Dash Dixie is healthy as well. Remember, he missed the end of the playoffs with an injury. 21-0 right to the dome. What a start for the Hawkeyes. They found offense here, baby. 21-0 right to the dome. The defense firing on all cylinders. The reigning Heisman Trophy winner has no points. He's laying a goose egg. It's 34-0. Texas getting exposed. 34-7. It's a splattering in Pasadena. Oh my God, what a result. What a result. Iowa -2. Thanks for coming, Cam. Losing money for nothing. How about the start for the Iowa Hawkeyes? Miguel Eller to Kadon Tootle. Dash Dixie Tootle. Talon. Dixie Botello gets in. What is happening to Texas? Miguel Eller, the redshirt freshman, 21-30, 246, 2 touchdowns. Dash Dixie, 172. Kadon Tootle, 10 for 147. By golly. What has Jarkus constructed here? 3 TFLs. He had a sack for Elton Hawk. No interceptions. 4 deflections. There's Jasper Thornberry, the SFA player. 2 fumbles. Zaquavius Bunkersfield, 8 for 21. The Concepcion line strikes. Your reigning Heisman winner, by the way. Ben Botello, the redshirt freshman. He gets a touchdown. Oh, no. Not the game they wanted to start with. Skylar Van Houten, the redshirt freshman SFA player. No interceptions, no sacks, no extracurriculars here. Just a bad outing. Just a bad outing for your Texas Longhorns. Oh dear, oh my. Yeah, Mickey Mouse Heisman is right. Somewhere Kirko Squatch is pounding his fist. So that is an Iowa emphatic cover there. So surely people aren't going to overhype Iowa now. Surely. Speaking of overhype, we have the 2 top G5 teams in terms of talent, aura, however metric you want to push it. These are the top 2 group of 5 teams in the nation. If anyone's winning from the group of 5, it's one of these teams. We got Coach Phi. We've got Coach Kennelly. So Coach Phi, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Folks, this is a 4.5-point favorite for Fresno State. They're one of the top teams in the nation. The only question is Conrad Gatterbum. They lost in the playoffs because of 2 missed field goals in the 4th quarter. It was not Gatterbum. If they can fix the special teams, they should be okay. But they also have problems on the offensive line. for Texas Tech? Is it still going to be a generational defense like last year, or are they going to come back down to earth? A lot of questions for both teams, a lot of answers. Who do you got? Now, this one, I believe we had jersey requests. Red jerseys with the blue bottoms. Kennelly living dangerously here tonight. The blue bottoms. Nasty work. And for Coach Phi, he wants the whiteout. So that's what we'll go with. So we'll go on board with the away team unless Kennelly is here. Whoever's here, Phi or Kennelly, heads or tails, kick or receive. It's going to be a fun one. A lot on the line here. Whoever wins this game will be regarded as the top G5 team the rest of the year, pretty much. Is it going to be a down year for one of these teams, or are they both going to soar? This could be a natty championship. You never know. But the 99 overall offense there for Fresno State. Who knows? All right, I don't see either of them, so we're just going to jump on board with Coach Phi here, and we'll see what happens. Texas State and Fresno State both won a playoff game last season. One of the big-time Week 0 matchups. Here we go. Tamonte Ayers, the former Texas transfer. This is the Cotton Bowl Classic, the Cotton Bowl kickoff down in Dallas. So we'll go heads and kick as always. Coach Cam calling people out here. Some nervous Bobana owners as Fresno State strikes first, and they strike quickly. All you hear about is, what about this defense? What about this defense? What about it? 7-7. Oh no, here comes the defense. Never mind. 14-7 right to your dome. Welcome in, Coach Rick. Everybody say thank you, Rick, for constructing yet another perfect schedule. 14-10 now. As we enter the fourth quarter, a defensive masterclass. You can't get in these situations. Fresno State takes the lead. Can Texas State respond? To be Sloot. They have to punt it. Conrad Gatterbum, can he finish the job? No! 2nd and 15. 3rd and a million. They do nothing. They have to punt it. Last chance here for Texas State, folks. 3rd and 7. To be Sloot, the quarterback. They redshirted J-Bo Gritters. I cannot believe it. Over the middle, wide open man, Malik Rivers. The SFA reject keeps the drive going. First and 10, can they do it again? He takes off. It's to be Sloot. He goes down. Remember, guys, big upgrades to the defensive line. They added a Holyfield from Auburn. A couple of other changes as well. A lot of SFA players on both sides of the ball. Got your Mackey winner in motion. That's Hunter Marshall. Over the middle, it's caught, and that's going to be close to a first down. Matt Campbell, welcome to the team, a new starter this year. To be Sloot, 15 of 31, just below that Concepcion line. Harlem Crab with the tackle. SFA player. Stacking the box here. They got new running back A.O. Clement from North Texas. He gets the carry, and he does nothing with it. Struggled with injuries last year, entered the transfer portal. It's Amani Shelton Jr. Had a breakout freshman year. Not the best stat line to start it, but they're in business. 2nd and 11 from the 30. The lefty, to be Sloot, over the middle. It's Malik Rivers again. Couple big-time catches for Malik. He wasn't doing that as a freshman. He was dropping those, and there at the top of your screen, little Lachante. He is back. A minute left. To be Sloot. He has time. Open man, it's Hunter Marshall. He's inside the 5. This offense hasn't missed a step as he breaks the all-time record. Hunter Marshall, the Mackey Award winner. He has a full season to improve that. So here we go. First and goal. Can Fresno State hold? What is the call? The handoff. A.O. Clement goes nowhere. Second and goal now. To be Sloot. Handoff to A.O. again. Down he goes again. Fresno State standing on their head. Kennelly wants this now more than ever. Massive moment to decide the G5 ladder. Third and goal. A.O. Clement. He's in. They call him in. Just barely got the frame over. What a score for Texas State. But Fresno has a chance. All they need is a touchdown. 48 seconds. Legacy moment here for Conrad Gatterdam. Probably the most slandered quarterback in the country over the last couple of seasons. Are we going to see Conrad Gatterbum or Gatteryam? His senior year, some say a national championship caliber team. They brought in Jelani McCray from LSU. Can he find him here? Drops back. Yams it deep. First play over everybody's head. Oh no, Gatterbum. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, Slime. He's targeting Jelani McCray. There's still plenty of time. The snap. Gatterdam has time, rolls left, down he goes, balls on the ground! Texas State has it! They're rumbling, tumbling, they're gonna win the game! And just like that, Texas State, the defense is back. The sack, fumble to win the game. And once again, the thing holding Fresno State back from being a true contender. Conrad Gatterbum. So 000, Texas State wins it outright. A.O. Clement, 3 touchdowns. They got to work a little bit there on the averages. Yeah, the high IQ play there by the defender to knock him down. Would have been funny if that was for a cover or not. But only 5% put Bobinos on it. Oh man, Cam is losing these at a generational margin. They're going to have to start feeding Illinois beans to survive here. Bean paste. So 2 matchups left, folks, and they are bangers. Nebraska-Auburn is up next, folks. Then we got UNC Florida State. That's the 3-4 matchup. It's also a conference game. And then the New Heights Classic. So it's a bit of a longer stream today on the BearCave as things are, we're having some good games here. Borb had a nice run to start it. A.O. Clement, though, responds. So 2B Sloot, 17 of 33, 208, no touchdowns. A.O. Clement had all 3. Hunter Marshall led the way receiving. Couple big catches for Malik Rivers. Defensively, Bronson Rowe, 15 tackles, 5 TFLs. The sack for Slayton Hagberg, the transfer from Baylor. Interception for Bo Hunter, the deflections for Jason Allen, and the forced fumbles, Hagberg and Shantae Bahama, with Blake Austin picking up that game winner. Oh, wait a second. I gotta go look at Fresno State. Conrad Gatterdam, 15 of 25, 162, no touchdowns, 1 interception. David Williams, 23 of 58. Borb, 7 of 83. Oh dear, oh my. They got to figure out this pass offense. Jerry Fry leads in tackles, 4 TFLs. The sack to Scott Hill. No interceptions. Couple deflections. The forced fumble to Byron Connor. It'll be a nice little wake-up present for you, Coach Keat. Or a nice little wake-up nightmare for you. We'll see how you feel. I'm very intrigued to see how you're going to feel in Fayetteville. The Arkansas prospect is pretty interesting. Players of the game, of course. It's a Texas State outright victory for those of you guys tracking at home. And here we go, guys. We got some more big-time matchups on deck. Next up, we got Coach Zach taking on Coach Cabbage. So Cabbage or Zach, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. The debut of Nuke Jennings. I don't think he's playing. I don't know if Zach started him or not. But this is a 5-point favorite here. So Auburn, I know they're starting Lenoris Gums, I believe, if I remember correctly. Nebraska. So here we go. Nebraska and Auburn. I don't see either coach, so we'll just go on board with Nebraska. Surely Zach Ball this year brings them a natty. Auburn, of course, has the talent. Can they finally put it all together? They've had some bad luck with injuries the last couple of years, but now he's in Penn State. You don't have to worry about the injuries. New quarterback Lenoris Gums. So here we go, littered with SFA talent on both sides. We'll go heads and kick. And this is the Citrus Bowl Kickoff Classic. Auburn, of course, played in and won the Citrus Bowl last season, beating Arizona and Bryce Beers, as Nebraska gets a 102-yard return. 14, there you go. Auburn takes their lead. Vondale Bronco is in for Nebraska. 35-13. Nebraska kind of getting dome-shotted here, folks. 42-20. Can Nebraska do anything here? Nuke Jennings kicked it through the uprights, and there it is. A domination performance here from Auburn. Might need to be scared about that one. So Auburn with the cover. Pure domination there. Gums gets a pass to Keani Traylor, and then it was Nebraska with the kickoff return. Beekman, Thomas, Plunkett. Oh, man. We might have a quarterback on us. Hold on, folks. Lenoris Gums, welcome to the SFA, as Greg Henderson was their starter. 20 of 28, 179, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Vondale, 75 yards, 24 here for Greg. Vondale, jumping bull, only had 3 catches. The interception for Cortland Holvik, the LSU transfer. They did get a forced fumble. And for Auburn, Lenoris Gums in his debut game, 20 of 34, 286, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think that's the lead here for your player of the week on the offensive side, at least for now. What a start to the career. Logan Bronner finally getting his start as well. He gets 186. Receiving, Beekman, Trailer, Franklin's from Alabama. Auburn looking pretty good. Kenny Vornholt, the true freshman. Gary Goodyear, the SFA player, 3 TFLs. He had the only sack. The interception goes to Troy Carter. Deflection to Kenny Vornholt. What a start to his career. And that will do it. 42-26 right to the dome. So Lenoris Gums, baby. Welcome to the Gums era. That is an Auburn cover for those of you guys tracking at home. And I did already pay that out. All right, so the main event, our last game of BearCave here tonight before the New Heights Classic. A conference matchup, 3 versus 4. They met in the ACC Championship last year, and then I believe that they met in the semifinals as well. North Carolina got the best of them there. Who is going to win this one? I think North Carolina fell off slightly, and Florida State got a little bit better, but both teams still generational. 3 versus 4 matchup. This is a true pick'em game. Oh, baby, so excited for this. Who do we got? Who wins? Are you going UNC or FSU? You got a minute to decide. This is a true conference game, folks. Florida State wants their maroon and gold. Sir Laxus Brio, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Jackie Moon as well. We'll see if either of you guys are here. And remember, guys, New Heights Classic coming up next. The Grudge match. It's going to be a lot of fun. So get those Bobanos in. This is Big Bible Bob's last chance to win the national championship. He's 0 for 2. He came back just to take it all the way. But first, they got to win this conference game. Jackie Moon is here. He wants to kick. Do you want to receive? Oh, kick's the only option. Never mind. So we'll go on board with Florida State here. In their maroon and gold. Not garnet, maroon. As the preseason Patreon podcast would dictate. I did potentially, unconfirmed, but I did potentially pick Florida State to win the national championship this year. So we'll see if the TC curse is real. I picked Florida last year. They let me down. I'm going just up the state a little bit. Just a little bit north to Tallahassee. East Carolina already took an L here. We'll see, but this is a big one. Big time conference game. And this is the Peach Bowl kickoff. North Carolina won the Peach Bowl last season, and they will kick it. So here we go. The rematch of rematches. They'll likely meet again in the ACC Championship. And we are off. Quick strike for Bible Bob. 7-7, 10-7 now. Back and forth they go. These teams never giving each other an inch. The biggest change is for Florida State. Ben Brothers is the quarterback again, and they bring in Jaquez Shady over from USC. They're up 11 here. I repeat, they're up 11. They're up 18 on Bible Bob! Big Bob doesn't know what hit him. It's 28-10 as we enter the fourth quarter, and they don't get it on fourth down. Is North Carolina, they're getting smoked. No shot. Bible Bob, they get a touchdown. We got to go one play at a time. Can Florida State get her done? A big play to Cohen. Another big play. Buffett. Shady, shady, shady. Not one score yet. Are they going to score? They do. Jaquez Shady just stuck it right down their throat. 34-17, folks. 34-17. Is this the end for Bible Bob? Tyrone Gary, he had his legacy moment in the CFP, and it looks like he's doing it again. They score. And they get the 2-point conversion. It's 9 points. I can't watch it. There it is. 9-point victory for Florida State. What a win here in the Peach. That is an FSU outright victory. A dramatic victory here for Coach Jackie Moon. What a way to start the season. A critical conference victory. And UNC starts off on the wrong foot. And how about Ben Brothers? He sat a year for DeAndre Claxton, and he comes in and takes care of business. Brothers 19-27, 272, 4 touchdowns. Jaquez Shady comes over from USC, and he dominates. 135, 1 touchdown. Buffett, Cohen, and Webb doing their things. Sardine with 12 pancakes. Holy cannoli. Jonte Tona. Brixton Fisher, couple sacks. Duncan McCush, SFA player from UCF. Cale Sonnen with a pick. Is this team poised for a run? Well, they started off hot here. All right, my pick is alive after week 0. I'll take that. All right, guys. Of course, we have a few things to wrap up here on the BearCave stream before we go ahead and transition to game day. First and foremost, let me make sure I pay out the folks. I did. Let me get my sequence here, or my players of the game. Ben Brothers, Duncan McCush, Tony Key, and Tyrone Gary. Feel like we might see this matchup later on, but this is a outright victory for Florida State. A big-time victory for them, and that fact... let's see. So we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A massive week 0 slate, and we are officially done here. But as is BearCave tradition, we'll go through week 1 and look at the matchups. Remember, folks, no week 0 teams play in week 1. Northwestern and Duke, so we'll see who is going to be the game day team. This one could be nice. Illinois, Florida. The rankings will change after week 1 here, as we'll take new rankings. Actually, maybe we won't. I might keep the week 0 rankings till everybody plays a game. We'll see. But these are the matchups. Guys, we'll get to vote, of course, tomorrow. Baylor, Arizona State. BYU, Ohio Mania, hell yeah. Michigan, Maryland. All right, we got some bangers next week. Of course, next Monday will be game day. So that will do it for the BearCave stream. If you're new around here, the stream will end while I set stuff up for the next stream. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes or so for the New Heights Classic between Washington and Iowa State, baby. I cannot wait.